everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here today. Today's video is a bit impromptu as I'm out feeding animals this morning and it is cold. We are at 11 degrees right now and we're only supposed to have a high of 17 today. And then next week I see single digits in the forecast for the highs. We are in mid-Michigan, and so that's kind of normal for January for us. We've had lots of snow. Not where we're at, we haven't had the depth-wise, but we've had consistent snow every day. The last few days, we've had that really pretty, beautiful snow falling down on a consistent basis throughout the day. So we're getting like an inch or two a day, which is good. We did not have the rain hardly at all this summer. It was so dry this summer, and we've kind of trended that way the last couple years. And so we really need the snow to catch up with just water. Our pond is really low. It has been the last couple years. And so we need that snow to get all the levels back up. But today I wanted to talk about cold weather strategy and having many rabbits. I have colony rabbits and I have rabbits in, let me just tilt you down here. These guys are in these cages. I have a couple of these where I have 1 or 2 rabbits in. I've got another one behind me here. But, and then I have the outdoor colony, which I have a heated dog dish. I showed that on previous videos or Instagram stories, I think. And the girls that are outside in the tunnel, the Omelette Hutch tunnel, they have a heated dog dish also. But all of my other rabbits that are caged, I have a variety of how I do mine, whether it be the colony or these cages or these cages. I kind of do it all around here. But I wanted to show you, I have in the past had a water system set up, which is great. And I just have never set it back up here. I had it at our previous home, and I had the height at our other garage where I could put a 5-gallon bucket, like on one of these shelves at our old garage, and we had height where I could do that. This one, we have this, which is great because this is all enclosed. Even the ceiling in here is enclosed and insulated, which works out really well for keeping things not frozen in here. So I would much rather have the insulation in here, the low roof or the low ceiling, rather than have the height of the other ceiling where I could put a 5-gallon bucket. I think I could kind of get one back here on this shelf and then run the hoses down to everybody. They just hook to, I actually still have cages set up. They have the nozzles here. And you just hook the hose into that. I have all the stuff, but it would be, because it has to have that gravity to make it work. It would be a pain to try to get this 5-gallon bucket down from that shelf, which is where I'd have to do it, and fill it with water whenever needed. So that's kind of why I haven't set it up here. And I'm okay with my system that I have. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 12 caged rabbits right now. And I do have a couple empty cages because I've shifted and moved, and I lost a couple this winter. And I'm still coughing. I am getting better, but I'm still coughing. So bear with me. So I have 12 in cages, and they have just the basic rabbit water bottles. It used to be, when I first started this journey, my rabbits were not in an insulated building. And so I had I still have a bunch of water bottles, and just because I've always had doubles. So we used to, back in the day, we had anywhere from 25 to 35-ish, 40 rabbits. And so I always had double the amount of bottles for my rabbits. And then we kept one bucket, which I talk about the buckets a lot. Let me grab one real quick. these are my favorite buckets. I've talked about these plenty of times. Amazon doesn't really sell these. I get these at TSC usually. I've looked on Amazon several times and they don't really have those style, but I get the heavy duty ones. And we used to, back in the day when I first started this journey, we kept a second set of water bottles in those buckets in the house. And so we would have to flip-flop, and by we, I meant when my kids were all at home. That was one of their chores. And we would go out 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon on days like this and switch out any frozen rabbit waters and things like that. So I am not doing that. I don't have to do that anymore because of this barn that we have. It's a garage, but it's the rabbit barn and the chicken coop. It is insulated enough. So it's 11 degrees right now. It's 32 in here, and that's without, I do have a little heater that I can turn on in here, just a plug-in heater that does warm it up, and I probably will turn that on once I'm done here, just to warm it up in here a little bit. But it's 32 degrees. So what I do on mornings like this, and next week I'm definitely going to have to do this. First of all, I will double check waters a couple times this afternoon when I come out. I give the goats extra hay and check for eggs about 4 o'clock. So I will probably come out here then and check water bottles to make sure that their nipples aren't frozen. The end parts, I'll show you that in a minute. And I will, at 6:30, 7 o'clock at night, I come close everything up and put the chickens away, close the barns down, and close my rabbits in their omelet hutches. And so I will check again in here to make sure that nobody has frozen nipples. That's the only thing I really have to worry about. I don't have to worry about frozen water bottles out here. But what I do on days like today, which I've already done, but I'm going to just grab one here. So I always pull these, pull all of them. So there's 12, 13, 14, 15 with my little cages, 15 water bottles. I take them, and this one, you can't hear, it's frozen. That's what I check for. So there's a little ball bearing in here. It gets stuck in these. This is the only thing I have to worry about. I don't have to worry about the water freezing. It doesn't freeze out here with this barn. But what you do is you hold it with your hand and shake it, and that it frees that ball bearing. So that's what I always check for. And let me pan you down here. There's my water that I got this morning. And I'm going to pop a little video in of the insulated spout cover that I have for our outdoor thing. Today is 11. I still was able to use it and get water out of it. So the spigot is not frozen. And I'll pop that video in right here to show you what I have. And I'll link it down below on Amazon. But what I do every morning is I'm going to check everybody's water bottle. Even if it's almost full, I'm going to check it because of that little nozzle that was frozen. And then I'm going to top it off with, water. And if you're having problems with that ball bearing not undoing, oftentimes if you stick it in the bucket, yeah, my hands do get a little bit cold doing this, but I always put gloves on before I walk out of here. And so that's what you're going to want to check when you have these kind of bottles, is just to make sure on everybody that even though their bottle looks full and you might not have to refill it on days that are this cold, I always do check the ball bearing and just give it a little shake or put your warm hand around it to dislodge it. So that is my tip for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you're staying warm if you are in the upper Midwest, I guess, is kind of getting hit with this. Actually, down south has been cold. I know our son is in Georgia, and they got a ton of snow last week for Georgia. He's lived down there for, I think it's over 5 years he's been down there, and said he's never seen so much snow. So they got snow down there. We have family in Arkansas that got like 14 inches in Arkansas where they're at. So I know it's kind of cold everywhere. So just a little tip for today. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please click that like button. It does help me. If you don't already, please subscribe to my channel. I continue to do 2 videos a week. I'm not on any schedule right now just because I'm trying to get back into the swing of the new year, but I am still doing 2 videos a week. So this one should go up today, actually. I'm going to flip-flop videos. I had a dyeing video that I was going to do today, but I think I'm going to move that one to Fiber Friday, and this one will be helpful for the winter weather we're in. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I hope you get to create something today. Bye.